Hey guys, I thought I would give you an update on my detox cleanse. I brought you a video a few days ago, and I got my herbs and my tonics, or my tea and my tonics made out of herbs, and I've been doing them for the past, I'm on my 4th day now, and I wanted to kind of give you an overview of what I've experienced and what I've been doing. So I got them in the evening, and I took my first little bit. I was doing I thought I was doing a full dropper, but apparently when they say a dropper and whatever the dropper pulls up, they come in these little tiny bottles. It really only pulls up about half, so I figured that was a full dropper because that's what I used. And then a couple days into it, I realized that I have to take 2 droppers to actually consider 1 dropper. So if you do something like this, make sure you read all the instructions. So the first day I took all of the tonics, I guess half as much as I should, and everything was okay except for that evening with the capsules. I was taking a stomach and bowel capsule. I think it's really just to support everything else, to make sure everything's running smoothly. And I think it was too strong for me because I was up all night sick. So in the bathroom. I don't want to give you TMI. So the next day, I really didn't feel very well, and I was really fatigued. I think I was really dehydrated. I was in the bathroom a lot, and I did not take that formula. I did take a little bit of the other formulas, which didn't seem to bother me. So fair warning, if you do something like that, I would say with things that affect your stomach and bowel, you might want to, because they work pretty rapidly, you might want to start off with less and see how it goes. Because it was prescribed, when I read it, the formula that I got, they have a bunch of different formulas for stomach and bowel, and it described what I wanted and what I needed, but it was still just a little too much for me. So then yesterday is the day that I think I did everything okay. So I only took 2, and you're supposed to take 2 3 times, or two times, I don't know, whatever. But I only took 2, and I was fine. And then I increased my dropper size to 2 halves each time. So I finally got the right amount. And so far, everything else has been pretty good. I haven't really had any symptoms so much. I felt pretty good, and so that's kind of where I'm at. I don't have a lot else to report on besides Wednesday. I was really fatigued and tired, and probably because I didn't get a lot of sleep and I was a little bit dehydrated. But I did do a little more research. They have a questionnaire on Dr. Robert Morse's webpage. And so it kind of helps you figure out what your symptoms and what organs those usually tend to correlate to. And what I found out, that some of my biggest symptoms, and some things I don't have anymore, but I've suffered with after my water fast, a lot of them dissipated. 2 of them being my sinus infections and then chronic sore throat. So both of those have healed since my water fasting. And remember, I said in my last video that I had a swollen lymph, and the doctors really couldn't tell me what it was about or how to get rid of it, but it dissipated, and it disappeared when I did my water fast. Well, so was my sinus infections and my sore throats. And then what I found out is all that has to do with your lymph. So does acne, and then so does things like cellulite, and there's a couple other things. But the 4 things that I was like, okay, was the sore throat, sinus infections, acne, and then cellulite. And all of those things have to do with your lymphatic system not working properly. So what I decided to do is that maybe after this Fab 4, I get a little more specific, keep on doing the kidney stuff because I feel like I still need that, and then continue on with lymphatic liquids, or the droppers for the lymphatic system. They have, I think, like 5 different ones that you can do progressively, and then they have some for the actual lymph nodes. But I don't know exactly what I'm going to do after this, but I'm going to wait. It's about 2 weeks. Each cycle is about 2 weeks. So I'm going to let myself do this. I'm also going to, I decided that I want to start doing some dry brushing, which is also good for the lymph system. and some rebounding. I actually have a rebounder, which if you don't know is a small trampoline, but to do, it's called lymphasize. It's like exercise for your lymph. So you jump on a trampoline, but you don't do regular jumping. It's kind of a, I have to look more into it, but it's kind of a jumping where you don't actually leave the trampoline. And you're supposed to do it for like half an hour, and it's supposed to be good to help start moving the lymph. So we'll see. I'm going to look into it more and see how, see if any of these things can help me out. But again, there's a lot of research into it, and you can kind of do your own research if this is something that interests you. If you have sinus infections, chronic sore throat, acne, cellulite. I know cellulite might be something that's a little more vanity-wise, but if you know that you have that and you have these other symptoms, and there's a lot of other symptoms out there, you can check out his website if you want, Dr. Morse, and I'll put a link in the description if you're interested in looking into it. Again, if you don't believe in any of this stuff, that is fine. I'm not saying I know either way. Really what I'm doing is I'm just experimenting. The water fast gave me a lot of benefits that I saw afterwards, so I don't want to just take other people's words for it. And I think most people can probably, heal a lot of their symptoms through their diet, but I want to see if I can just take it a step further and see if I can do more healing with things like herbs. And if not. But, it's my body, and this is kind of my journey, and I want to see what happens. And I just want to share that with you guys. And maybe there's something that I'm doing that you feel like, wow, that might actually help me too, then I can share that with you. And maybe it won't work and I won't feel any different, and then I can share that with you too. But I don't want to take other people's words for it because, I don't know, I don't like to take people's words for anything. I really do like to find things out for myself, and this is a journey that I'm on, and it's really important for me. With my diet, I want to eat and see what makes me feel the best and then continue on in that path. And with exercise and my weightlifting routine and the choices I make in my career and where I'm going and moving and what I do with my time and how I choose to spend the hours of my day, I think it's just an experiment. You have to figure out what's best for you. So if you don't want to do these things, that is okay. And if you don't believe in herbs and you think they're a big crack, that's okay. And I'm not saying one way or the other because this is really my first time doing this. Just like with the water fast, that was my first time doing it too. This is just another thing that I'm trying. But I found it very interesting that majority of my bigger symptoms that I've been most concerned about correlated with the lymph and the lymphatic system, and I've learned quite a bit about that, and I want to keep on learning more and try out a bunch of different things and see if I can find some resolution to some of my issues, which I've already started to do. I'm just not 100% there yet, so I just want to take my journey to the next level. If you guys have any questions, please leave them down below. Otherwise, that's where I'm at. I'll try to put together another video, guys, or I will put together another video for you guys and letting you know in a few days where I'm at and see how the next 2 weeks goes. All right, I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you later.